I love this family. They want to be together. A Black Las Vegas man stepped up big time and adopted 3 brothers. Aren't they cute? I love them. I just love them. In March 2022, People magazine featured 6 groups of siblings in foster care waiting adoption. 3 young brothers, 11-year-old Tayveon, 10-year-old Ireon, and 9-year-old Tayvon were among those featured. Wow. I just can't stop staring at them. That's not bad either. 45-year-old Jason Smith, who works as a human resources exec at Caesars Entertainment in Las Vegas. He saw the article and he decided he and the boys would be a perfect match. Smith started fostering them in April 2022. And in June, an interview with WDSU's digital team stated he was fully invested and reassured them and their caseworker that this is it. The brothers had experienced a rough few years after living in 5 different homes in 5 years. They were also recently separated from their 2 younger sisters after the girls were adopted by a Nevada couple. In early April 2022, Smith met the boys for the first time after school at a McDonald's. They immediately clicked. Let's make sure they like you, Smith recalls the caseworker saying. Play date, then a sleepover followed. It just took off, he says. From day one, he treated them like they were his own, says Benaletta Simpkins, a caseworker in the Clark County Department of Children and Family Services. It was never about Jason, Simpkins adds. He was exactly what the kids needed. The trio had moved into Smith's home later that month. Then Smith officially became their legal guardian 9 months later. Smith told WDSU he felt compelled to adopt the boys to honor his deceased father and felt like he was passing along his father's legacy. The adoption was completed in Nevada, a courtroom there with 30 of his friends cheering him and 30 more watching online. Smith said the judge was, quote, blown away. And a black star with that nugget there. Smith is teaching the boys how to cook, clean, do laundry, and has them attending church regularly. He often takes them to Chili's or skateboarding or hiking after church. In addition to spending quality time with the trio, Smith makes plans once a month with the foster care parents of their younger sisters, Ayana 7, Shakia 4, for them all to hang out. We're living a normal life here, says Tayveon, who is the oldest. Ireon, the middle child, says the best part is they are able to talk, help, and love each other. We get to have a family and we don't have to go to another house again and again and again. Ireon told People. The new father says the boys have brought purpose into his life. Foster care training prepares you for the worst, but I haven't experienced any of that, said Smith to People. He added, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. It's like God wanted us to be together. Black children are overrepresented in the US foster care system, according to the data. They spend a longer time in the system than white children. While Black children accounted for roughly 14% of the children in the nation in 2019, they made up 23% of the foster care population. I love this family, and I feel like they are indeed meant to be together. This is the best of the best stories. And to know that all these kids wanted, Jeff, was something simple, just a home so they could be together. It sounds like they enjoy doing the chores and helping and just being part of this nucleus. What say you?
Well, in addition to how impressive it is for him to, for this man to foster 3 siblings so they could stay together and meet up with the parents who fostered their other siblings, what I like most is that the things that he does with these boys day to day, it's like he's raising them to be another version of him. So then maybe one day they can do the same thing he did for future kids who are in foster care. So this is a beautiful story.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And it's like there's a lot of good families out there, and there's a lot of people who sacrifice and do right by kids. We often have the horror stories, but this just seems like the perfect match. This man, this particular man, and his village, it sounds like he already has a village in place, is exactly what the doctor ordered. And the fact that he is taking his boys and making sure that they stay connected to their sisters is a beautiful thing. And I do, I've thought about adoption myself, didn't do it, but I hope that with all of the children who are just needing something, did it say 5 homes in 5 years, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
That's unconscionable for kids who just want to be what is quote unquote normal. I'll give you the last word and then we're out of here.
Yeah, this man is providing the safety and security that we need, like the needs that we have. He's giving that. And that's all somebody was really seeking at this point. He's giving them so much more.
Yeah, he is. Well, God bless him. I hope that at some point they'll be on the program because I'd like to hear more of their story and updates. So hopefully we'll catch up with them.